Let me check if I'm in frame. Say hello to everyone. Hello. Dun, 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 dun. Yay. All right. 2 people. Sweet. Okay. Hello. Welcome to Wednesday. And it is July 8th. This time. It's 4 o'clock, and I'm here at one song at a time. The weekly series that me. Should we just start over? Hey, everybody. It's Wednesday, July 8th, and I'm Ellen Cherry. I'm a Baltimore-based Song and Story Alchemist, and I'm coming to you live on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. I think I have 1 viewer on YouTube. Whee! Let's see. I'm using my old laptop. We'll see if it doesn't explode during this and what the sound sounds like. Experiments. Quarantine experiments. Today I'm going to play a song called Betty that I wrote in 2000. Well, I don't remember when. I wrote it in the past. So it existed in the past, and I still continue to play it. And I'm going to talk about it afterwards. I'm just going to give you a little run through Betty. This is a song that I incorporated into a project that I created 4 or 5 years ago called Portraits. And this is one of really fun song to play. So catch it quick. Here we go. Betty. I don't need these for playing piano. Oh, wait. I forgot the rituals, you guys. God, I can't keep the rituals. Hold on. Sorry to disappear with that. I forgot. Ah. I light this candle to commemorate the fact that we are spending sacred time together today. I'm playing music. You're listening to music. Maybe you'll say some things to me on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram chat that I can read later. The candle went out. Let's light it again. It's not going to stay lit. And sometimes that happens. I did it. This is a song called Betty. Here we go. You guys, I live in an apartment building. This is smoking. One more time. Dusting, cleaning, meals with me, perfect pastries, nothing wasted. Soon I will buy a machine that will predict sun or rain. Soon I can erase my will by the swallow of a pill. Mopping, sewing, children growing, tasting pancakes, throbbing heartache. Oh my, the coffee's done. Here's a cookie, won't you have one? If I had not squelched desire, I might have set this house on fire. Waiting, how I'm aging, my perfection, self-rejection. Though I might have had a dream, the loss of it might make me scream. We never ever have those thoughts here inside the music box. A wild applause would be happening right now. Maybe, I don't know. All right, so thank you for, I don't need these to look at my kitchen. Thank you for joining me today on Wednesday, July 8th. My name is Ellen Cherry. You can find me at ellencherry.com. I am doing one song at a time just to keep my performance chops up because I'm a performer without a stage right now, but I'm building my own stage right here in my studio space. It's going to take a couple more weeks for it to come together, but I have some show ideas and some performance ideas. Speaking of performance, I am playing this Saturday, July 11th, from 7 to 8 p.m. I'm going to do a live stream from Auntie Musique, which is one of my favorite acoustic venues in Baltimore City. So just so you know, we will be safe. There's only going to be 4 people in the building at the total time of performance. There's ventilation. I'll be bringing my own microphones and wiping down the piano. So I'll be safe, and I hope that you'll be being safe at home by wearing your mask at all times that you are outside. Anytime that you are outside and not with people that you are currently living with, please wear a mask. You said that? Dr. Fauci, and I really do believe what he is telling us about the ability to reduce the transmission of this deadly, deadly virus that you do not want to get, because the studies are starting to show that it's a vascular disease, in addition to the terrible respiratory complications. So I'm doing my darndest to keep away from it, and I hope that you are too, especially Annette. My future friend, Annette Davis, who watched the broadcast last week, I really hope that she's able to understand that wearing a mask shows to other people that she's not willing to participate in a denial of scientific fact. I also believe personally that when I wear the mask, it shows that I am fighting white supremacy. I believe that when I'm wearing a mask, it shows that I'm fighting the patriarchy, because the systems that are in place that put people who are poor and Black and non-white in essential jobs also puts a lot more of their lives at risk with this deadly virus. So wearing a mask is a way to be anti-racist. It's also a way to smash the patriarchy. So I'm really hoping that Annette will somehow hear these words and take it into her heart and think about it, and see that she can participate in dismantling these systems that keep so many of our brothers and sisters oppressed. So that's my discussion about it today. For masks. Thanks for coming to my Wednesday talk about masks. Let's talk about Betty. So I wrote Betty. I've always sort of towed like a, what is the word I'm looking for? I've sort of straddled this line of like wanting the comforts of what I perceive to be a domestic ideal, and then just wanting true independence, like any other person. As a cisgendered female in American culture, even in an enlightened time as the 90s, I do believe that I was acculturated to believe that domestic labor and chore doing and household management was really the role of women. And that we were just naturally geared to notice things more, to notice dirt, or to notice that there's dishes in the sink, and to just get things done. And to be honest, all the women that I've known and worked with do get things done, because not because they're women, just because they're amazing, ambitious people who just happen to be women, just like plenty of men and other genders. And so I just think that like that misconception was deeply ingrained in me, and I would always feel like this, straddling this like feeling of just wanting complete independence from it, and then also just really wanting to understand why I associated that with security and comfort. As I've aged, I've started to understand how to create my own security and comfort, and that's a helpful tool to have, especially being a person who lives alone during a pandemic. To be self-reliant is very important in any situation. Get comedic. I wanted to make that straddling and that strife that I was feeling silly, but then load it with some serious words. So it starts with dusting, cleaning, meals with meaning, perfect pastries, nothing's wasted. And then this showed up, and it was like one of my favorite lines. Soon I will buy a machine that can predict sun or rain. Soon I can erase my will by the swallow of a pill. And that both of those things have come to pass. Amazing. I mean, they had come to pass by the time I wrote the song. And then the second verse is, what is the second verse? I should have printed out the lyrics. I just played it. Dusting, cleaning, meals with meaning, perfect pastries. Here, I should play it again. Dust, perfect pastries, nothing's wasted. Soon I will buy a machine that will breathe sun or rain. Soon I will erase my will by the swallow of a pill. I am totally going blank on what the second verse is, so we'll skip it right now. I know there's interesting stuff that happens in it. The third verse is one of my favorites because it's waiting, waiting, oh how I'm aging, my perfection, self-rejection. Though I might have had a dream, the loss of it might make me scream. We never ever have those thoughts here inside the music box. So I'm now remembering the second verse. There's something about if I had not squelched desire, I might have set this house on fire. And I was trying to comedically represent something that I felt is really serious, which is the oppression that a lot of people feel when they take on all of the domestic chores. And statistically, even in very well-balanced homes, women tend to do a lot of that work. And so I was reflecting that. The reason that I wanted to put it in this run of songs is that when I did portraits a couple of years ago, and I was still really at the beginning of unspooling internalized gender inferiority and also internalized racial superiority, I projected this image that Liz Downing, I had art directed her, of creating a 1950s housewife, this beautiful portrait that she made of Betty. And I would talk about how the beauty ideal and the domestic ideal was this for such a brief period of time. But also I did talk about her being light-skinned, white, and how that was also considered a beauty ideal. And I look back on that now and I think, you know, I have compassion for my younger self. I know that I was trying to illustrate something that I had just taken up to the edge of really knowing anything about. And so now the readings and stuff that I've been doing intensely for the last couple of months, especially as people are protesting and pushing for reforms for social and economic justice, it just strikes me that that performance was once again one of those places where I sort of butted up against my own discomfort, because there's something in me that wasn't willing to push even further past that and really explicitly talk about why the beauty ideal is whiter, the beauty ideal is lighter skinned. And I think part of the reason is that it's comfortable for me because I'm in white skin. And so I never really had to have that part of me be challenged. So that's a good thing to learn. And if that makes sense to you and it resonates with you, I appreciate that. Yeah, so these are a little bit shorter these days because I don't have a recording to listen to, or we're not listening to the recordings. You can listen to the recording of Betty. It's on Portraits, which is on my Bandcamp page. That's ellencherry.bandcamp.com. I also have a subscription service that I'm posting between 2 and 4 items per month for $4 a month, and you can sustain me as an artist. This Saturday, July 11th, I'll be playing at Ondi Musique from 7 to 8, and the link is on my website, which is at ellencherry.com. I'll be accompanied by Andrew Grimm, and he is going to also be one of the 4 people in the room with me playing, and I'm really looking forward to that because we haven't played a show since the Sidewalk Serenade, so I'm looking forward to that performance. You can purchase a ticket. It's only $5 for the ticket. 80% of that money goes to split between me and Andrew, and then 20% goes to Ondi Musique to keep the venue open. So people have been performing there and doing live streaming events at the venue, and it's going to help them pay lights, rent, and continue to keep the venue going during the pandemic, so that when the pandemic is not necessarily over, but when we are able to go and enjoy live performance again, that venue will still exist, and it's beautiful piano. I'm very much looking forward to playing that piano this weekend. So I hope you'll buy a ticket to that. I will be doing hopefully another show for a local theater that I had planned in August, which is going to be delayed. But I'm planning something to also benefit them, so I'll keep you posted on that. The best way to keep in touch is that I'm getting better at sending my newsletter. So if you want to message me on Facebook or Instagram or on YouTube, your email address, I will add you to my newsletter. What else did I need to tell you? Oh, I really would like to recommend that you listen to Seen on Radio. The 4th season is all about the foundations of our democracy, and it very much ties into the 3rd and the 2nd season. The 2nd season was called Seeing White, and it was about white supremacy. The 3rd season is about patriarchy, called Men, and this season about democracy really dovetails those 2 subjects into a pretty interesting civics lesson that I'm glad to learn now. That's about it. I was thinking about playing you another song. How about I play you a song that I'm going to play this weekend? I'll play you a little bit of it. Finish us out. Oh, also, I'm working on getting Collage, the album that I released last month and finished releasing last month, up onto the streaming services, but it's just me doing the work. And I'll be honest that like a little bit of depression has kept me from finishing the artwork. So as soon as I get the artwork finished, which it's done, I think I'm just delaying and I don't want to put it up. I will do it and I'll let you know. It's all going to work out great. As long as you drink water. Yeah. Let me actually see if anybody said anything. All right. Let me play you a little song and then we'll say goodbye. Especially to you, Annette. Hope you're wearing your mask. I want you to know I came home. And I wrote every smell and every sound. I cried as I tried to recall any moment of my life before now. How much I want to hold you, a moment just to know you. I let you go. I wanted you to know. I like playing that song. It's nice. It's very calming. Should we just sit here together for a minute? Should we just like be together? I guess I can do that on my own time. Okay, hope to see you this Saturday, July 11th, between 7 and 8. If you buy a ticket, you'll have access to the link for a whole week. So if you can't make it on Saturday, no big deal, buy a ticket. Henry, the owner of Ondi Music, will send you the link. You can either watch it that night or a full week after it. It's new landscape for performers, and we're all trying to figure it out. I appreciate your coming along for the ride. If you're interested in supporting the stuff that I'm doing, you can do so at ellencherry.bandcamp.com/subscribe. I would love for you to join my community. And I've put up one meditation. I have a list of 21 meditations that I'm trying to create for myself and other people to listen to. So you can listen to the first one that's up there. And we'll see how far I get. It's all an experiment. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed listening to Betty and hearing the origins of that story. I love playing that song. It's a fun way to just kind of like have fun with the piano. I always have fun with the piano. I love this piano. I love it. I hope that your I was going to say safe, but what I actually meant was staying safe and healthy and well. And that if you're interested in contributing to a local organization that I think is doing good work, you can do that at the Baltimore Action Legal Team. And I will, again, post that website when I edit the notes for this on Facebook. All right, I'm going to say goodbye now because it's 4:20 and I've talked long enough and played music for long enough. I'll see you next week, if not this Saturday. And we'll see how it went on YouTube, because I'm trying to move everything away from Facebook and onto a different platform. We'll see if it works. All right. Oh, I love you. Moment of whimsy is that I have a new plant. That's my moment of whimsy. I have a new plant. I just put that in that pot today. So that's my new moment of whimsy today. I can't blow out the candle because it's not lit. And I'll see you later. All right, love you. Bye. Who's going to end first? Let's end the live stream on YouTube. End. Yes, I do want to end. Let's end.